Hello everyone, it is me, Dom. I have kind of been MIA for a bit just because there's been a lot of life changes and transitions that I've been doing that I'm super excited to share with y'all later on some other things. So if you're interested in more of my personal life, definitely follow me on Instagram. It's just my name. I will add my link on the bottom of the video. Anyways, besides that, no excuses. I wanted to go ahead and finish off what I kind of left off on, which was Edgar Allan Poe. I had recited a couple of his poems and I was really excited to dive into him and share that with y'all. So I just want to go ahead and finish this off, and then I'm excited to share this new poet that actually was recommended to me by a friend. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that. So the last poem that I'm going to be kind of talking about is by Edgar Allan Poe, as we were discussing, and this one is titled Romance. And again, as me being a hopeless romantic, I am excited to kind of dissect this and hopefully relate or not. We'll see. But here we go. Let's get started. Romance. Who loves to nod and sing with drowsy head and folded wing, among the green leaves as they shake, far down within some shadowy lake? To me a painted parquet hath been a most familiar bird, taught me by my alphabet to say, to list my very earliest word. While in the wild wood I did lie, a child with the most knowing eye, of late eternal conador years, so shake the very heaven on high. With tumult as they thunder by, I have no time for idle cares. Through gazing on the unquit sky, and when an hour with calmer wings its down upon my spirit flings, to the little time with lyrid rhyme to well away forbidden things, my heart would feel to be a crime unless it trembled with the strings. So, with this one, it is very short, and I feel like it is a very nice take on what romance is in its being. I feel like a lot of times people correlate romance as far as something being very physical or acts of service and that. And again, romance can be something as intimate as, you know, I thought of you, or thoughts and words rather than tangible things. And I feel like this kind of justifies that. When he's saying like, with drowsy head and folded wing among the green leaves as they shake, far down within some shadowy lake. I feel like the way that he's kind of painting this picture in your head depicts obviously what he's depicting as romantic, but it's something as, you know, again, like romance doesn't have to be a person to person. You can go somewhere and think it's romantic, like a romantic setting, a romantic aura, a romantic vibe, and it's more than just, again, what the eye meets. It's really in the details in how you as a person perceive that. So, you know, when I hate, this is so funny, but like what comes to my head is like Charlie XCX in her song Everything is Romantic is really what you make it. So let's say I'm going to the fair with my friends, and you know, everyone might have different perceptions on the fair. Someone might be, this is exhilarating, this is thrilling. Someone might be, this is a scary moment. Someone will be like, this is so romantic, like all the lights and that. And it's very cool to be able to all be at the same place, viewing the same thing, doing the same thing, but have such different experiences. So I think that's really awesome. And for some reason, with his specific wording on here, that's what I personally take. Again, someone else might read this and see something completely different or take in something completely different. But again, for me, I feel like it's just very just calm and serene, and the words used are just so, like, just calm, like gazing on the unquiet sky, hour with calmer wings, it's a little time with lyre and rhyme. Like, it's very innocent in a way, and I love that. I love innocent love. I love anything that's like, I feel like things that are more intimate are more innocent, if that makes sense. Especially nowadays when, I don't know, hookup culture and stuff, everyone's just like, let's do this and that, and they'll be doing, you know, the full nine, and it's like, wait, but I still think about the person that, you know, brought me flowers or did this little thing that, you know, I didn't, like, not that it's not expected, but it's like, you didn't have to do that, so you going out of your way, it's kind of in, like, in a way, I guess, out of the ordinary, where it's like, oh, like, obviously, like, the oldest thing in the book is to buy someone flowers, and it's like, I still think about, I know like, I could think of every person in every moment that I've received flowers, but I can't tell you, like, you know, well, I can, but, like, you know, there's just other things that are more, like, you would categorize as dramatic, but I still remember the very, very little things, or like, oh, this person wrote me a little note, they wrote me a postcard, they did this, and I notice the little things. I don't know if everyone's that way and if everyone feels that way, but that's just how I view romance in all its wholeness and everything. But yeah, I think this was really nice. Again, I'm gonna start being active again with my poetry, and if you are interested in more of my personal life and other things that I do besides this, my other social medias are great for that. I'm gonna post more like acting stuff and projects that I'm working on with sewing and just me living life. So I'm really excited, and I can't wait to share other news and stuff. So other than that, y'all have a good rest of your day and take care. And I'm super happy to be in such a calm headspace now. I feel like the past 2 weeks were so hectic, and it still is, but I've chosen to not let it consume me rather than just relax. Anyways, y'all take care. Have a good day. Bye.